Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of The Spark. Coach David coming at you. Hope you're doing fantastic on today. And I hope that everything is moving in the direction that you want it to move, that your life, that you're building it day by day to be greater and greater, and that everything is coming together. One of the things that I can share with you that I know for sure is that when you have the state of mind that everything is coming together, everything is working for me, things begin to come together and to work for you. So I'm super excited to be here with you on today and to share with you something that I believe will take you to another level that's really, really going to help you, be all that you can be and do everything that you desire to do. Because remember, you are the architect of your life. In other words, I like to say it like this: you get to design it, you get to build it because you have to live it. And when you do that, you're taking control of your life and making sure that it is your best life by design. All right. So today I want to talk to you about something that I think is very important. One of the things that I've known about myself, most of all, is that a lot of times outside things and people can affect us. So today I want to share with you what to do about snipers and haters. That's right. What do you do about those people who like to take shots at you and, kind of set you back, or those people who are harboring something against you or hating against you and your success, whatever the case may be? I want to talk to you about what you can do about that, because I think it's important that you know just how to handle that. Because a lot of times things are going to come at you. They're going to be directed towards you, and you didn't do anything to bring this into your life, but it just happens because that's just the world we live in. And that's okay, because you are well equipped to take it on and to deal with it. So the question becomes, what do I do about snipers, those who take cheap shots at me, and haters, those who are looking at me moving from one level to the next and they don't like it? Here's what you do: ignore them. That's right. Ignore them. Now, when you ignore somebody, that means you refuse to take notice of them. You don't give them any attention. Okay. Because we know this right here: where our attention goes, our energy flows there. So you refuse to take notice of them, refuse to give them attention, refuse to acknowledge them, and you disregard them, and you do this intentionally. Now, remember what I shared with you before, and I've shared with you several times. A lot of times, people are not against you, they are just for themselves. And so, consequently, they may throw, or as the old proverbial, sling mud at you and everything. You got to know how to repel that. You got to know how to come back through that. Because here's the truth of the matter: what does it help to engage those that trouble you? How's that helping anything? If you engage those people, if you talk to those people, if you fight against those people, what you have to learn to do with snipers and haters is just simply ignore them. And Coach Dave is going to walk you through a process to help you to do that. Now, this is going to be an ongoing series because, there's more than one way, as they say, to skin a cat. But today we're going to talk about the I of ignore, the I, because I said ignore them. So the I is I am. Before I can ignore the haters, the snipers, whatever the case may be, I need to know who I am and what I am. Well, let me change that around. I need to know that I am and then who I am. Because, see, here's what I understand: if you don't know who you are, and if you don't understand that, then nothing is favorable. That's right. It's kind of like a ship sailing into port. If it doesn't know what port it's going to, no matter what, it's not a favorable thing. That's the same way your life is. You have to look at your life and you got to know that I am, number one, I am here. And then number two, you got to recognize who I am. That is key. Why? Because if you don't know who I am, all right, because what's important is what comes after I am. Whatever you say about yourself after I am well, I am healthy, I am good, whatever you say, or controversially, I am sick, I am not good, I'm not great. Whatever you put behind I am, that's exactly what you are. And if the sniper, if the hater can come in and to help you paint a picture of your I amness, then they now can affect you. But when you know I am great, I am good, I am healthy, I am wise, when you know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, and you believe that and you walk in that, when the haters show up, when the snipers show up, when all of those people take shots at you and they have some ill feeling towards you, that doesn't affect you. You know why? Because you know who you are. And what's this right here? The truth of the matter is this right here. When I know who I am, all that other stuff out there doesn't matter. Why? Because I know deep down inside, I know who I am. All right. When I recognize my I amness, I recognize that truthfully, I am the ultimate authority of myself. Now, let's break this down piece by piece. I think this will help you. Whatever you say after I am, that's who you are. And if you will change what you say after I am, it will change who you are. And so that's how you're going to come back to the haters, to the snipers, by knowing who I am. So they may say that you are this or you are that, or, like sometimes they may say, well, there he is brown nosing again. Well, if you know I am not a brown noser, that I am a hard worker, I'm a diligent worker, I do things, that I need to do, I am successful in all areas, then you're already good to go. Because you know who you are. And so no matter what anybody says about you, no matter what anybody does to try to deflate you or take you down a level as it is, you already know who you are. And so those things, it's kind of like this right here. You'll hear it, but it won't affect you. You'll see it, but that won't even mean anything to you. Why? Because you have come to recognize your I amness. And your I amness is going to determine the world that you live in. Boy, that's big time right there. Your I amness is going to determine the world you live in. When you understand that, then snipers and haters, they only exist as far as you allow. That's right. See, I understand my I amness, and I understand that I am good. I understand that I am blessed. I understand that I am successful. So when the snipers and the haters try to come, it doesn't even faze me. I don't even think about it because I understand who I am. So the first step in what to do about haters and snipers is to ignore them. But in order to ignore them, you got to have your I amness together. When you have your I amness together, that is your concept of yourself. I am well, regardless to what they do, I'm okay with me. Like I said before, why engage them? If you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that none of the stuff that the haters and the snipers are saying means anything, and you're ignoring that, your I amness, then hey, listen, your concept of yourself is different than what the snipers and haters concept is. Then your world is different too. Oh yeah. You only are affected or infected, I probably should say, by what you know, not by what they know. This is an inside job. I guess that's the best way for me to say it. This is an inside job that you have to work on you first to get yourself to know who you really are. I am. And then once you know who you are, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. So watch this right here. If I get my I am arrangement correct, the snipers and the haters can't do anything against me. And it is very easy for me to ignore people or things that can't do anything against me because I know who I am. Now, I went around a whole loop to get you there, but that's okay. Because now what you're going to go back and do, your call to action today is to go and figure out, number one, that I do exist. And number two, I am. And you figure out what you are. So when somebody tries to share with you who you are, you already know who you are, and that's not even going to move you. I hope that'll help. That's lesson one in what to do about the snipers and the haters, is to learn your I amness. And if you'll do that, we're gonna put some more on top of it. But if you'll do that, oh my goodness, you're off and running in the right direction. Well, that's what I have for you on today. I hope it's helped you tremendously. Listen, I know this right here, that when we give you these things and you begin to put them together, good things come into your life. So take this, go ahead and figure out who you are, who you really are. Okay. And you can be whatever you want to be. That's the great thing about this. And that's the great thing about knowing your I am, because you can be whoever you want to be. And when you make that determination, remember this, when you make that determination, you are the architect of your life. And me, Coach David, I believe in you, always will. So I'll see you on next week. You have a great one. Bye.